Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel, and thanks for logging on. If you enjoy these videos, do me a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel right here at Watchbox Reviews. I'd really appreciate it, and I promise to update daily. If you love this watch, you can see it, and you can purchase it on our website, thewatchbox.com. Today, we're discussing a watch that came as a bit of a surprise to me. A Japanese domestic market special. This is the Seiko Autmoatic SCVE046. It is a stainless steel rose gold plated 42mm collaboration with Japanese domestic market retailer Nano Universe. Now, I'd heard about this watch and I'd heard about the collaboration, but I have to admit that in almost every other respect, this one came as a bit of a surprise, as it's out of my market and a bit out of our price range as a company, with a retail price of around $300 new. So I'm going to let you discover it as I did, because it's a fascinating piece and there's a lot to say. First, it is a mechanical watch. Second, it's a very wearable mechanical watch. Given the price range, it's handsome. It looks more expensive than it is. It's technically fascinating because it's not a simple quartz timepiece, and on my 16cm circumference wrist, it's somewhere between full size and oversized. 42mm in diameter. It's not exceptionally thick at 12.1, though it is fairly broad from lug to lug, 49.4mm. I wouldn't recommend this watch for a wrist smaller than 14cm because it does have a rather broad footprint. It is a big timepiece. Now, pulling it off the wrist for a moment, you can also see that it has a fairly universal lug sizing of 20mm, so that's the size of the strap. I can see dressing this watch up because, again, given the original retail price of about $300 US dollars, this is a timepiece that is equal articles of horology and fashion, and after all, swapping a strap does change things. Brown, you can see it's a dark brown, it's a matte calfskin. There is a likewise rose-coated stainless steel pin buckle, rose-coated just like the case. You can see the case is handsome in its use of satin finish on the flanks of the lugs and the profile of the case, all in high polish. You'll also note that there's a satin finish to the bezel, both its conical element and its flatter element adjacent to the crystal. So the watch does have a little bit of a design nuance to it, more complex certainly, with a nice contrast of the satin and the polish to break up what would otherwise be an overpowering mass of colored gold. The dial is covered by a hardlex crystal. It's essentially a special hardened glass that is made in-house by Seiko, and again, given the price point of the watch, hardlex is what we get over the dial. It is quite scratch resistant, and I can vouch for it, having seen it, including in aged examples over the years. It does hold up well. Not quite as hard as sapphire, but a very good show. You'll also note that the dial itself looks considerably more expensive than the watch's price would suggest. All applique numerals, applique Seiko logo. The hands at center are rose gold plated. You can see there's a little diamond skeletonization for a lovely needle style seconds hand. Broadsword style hands for the hours and the minutes. The dial speaks the truth. This watch is powered by a 4R35 automatic movement. You get stop seconds, so if you pull the crown, you can stop the seconds hand, and then there is a quick set for rapidly cycling the date should the watch run down. All of that sits underneath a dial that is a lovely sort of brown bronze sunburst metallic. The movement is visible just underneath the case back, and you can sort of see at the angle underneath the case back that is heavily smoked. It's an automatic winder with a 41-hour power reserve, 23 joules, stop seconds, quick set date. It beats away at 21,600 vibrations per hour. It's a tank-tough tractor movement. That's what it does, and it does it well. And because of the screwed-in case back, you can see that this is a really good angle where you can sort of see through the opaque case back. Let me remove my fingerprints. There, you can see the good effect that the caliber 4R35 is underneath that opaque case back with the Nano Universe logo. 300 pieces, a limited edition. The watch is 100 meters water resistant, so it's quite a versatile piece. A tough little automatic watch for those who don't necessarily want to spend the luxury watch money for potentially a watch that's going to enter hazardous duty, be a daily driver, or see routine rough use. You can get a mechanical watch, and you can get it in the low hundreds. You can even get it pre-owned in the low hundreds in excellent condition. A piece with emblematic Seiko character, Seiko quality, and as a JDM piece, one you're probably never going to see outside of Japan proper. I know it took me by surprise. You can see this one and discover just how much it has to offer on the Watchbox. The Seiko Nano Universe, a made-in-Japan circular supernova by night.